Hey guys, it's Alyssa here over at Books and Cats, and today I shall be doing the Thank You Next book tag. This tag was created by Jenny over on her channel. I will link it down below, but when I saw this becoming a tag, I just got so freaking hype, because when I say I listen to Thank You Next every single day, I'm not exaggerating. I'm trash for it. I'm trash for sweetener. I have turned into such Ariana Grande garbage. I couldn't think of a more appropriate tag to do right now. First question is, name a book that you said thank you next to, i.e. did not finish. And that for me, which was very surprising, I thought I was gonna love this book, was Sadie by Courtney Summers. That I was shocked by. I got a copy before it came out and I thought I was gonna love it. I did not. It was beyond boring. I gave it, I think, like 120 pages or something like that, and I couldn't get into it. It was just boring. I really frankly didn't care about what was gonna happen. Like, I wasn't compelled. The only interesting thing was like the podcast element, and even then, like, that didn't add enough of an interesting element for me to keep going. I am in the minority on that one though, so I would give it a try. I've heard really good things about the audiobook, but I'm not gonna read it, and it also has very intense content. Like, it's an intense freaking book. So, like, look up reviews, look up content warnings, because it's some heavy material. And the next three questions you actually can answer together or separately. I'm gonna do them separately. And obviously the first one is name a book that you loved. And for that, I'm going with Fire by Christa. When I think back on this book, I read it like a couple months ago, I think about how much I still love it. Like, if you know it's a good book when you keep thinking back to it and think, wow, I really loved that book. There was honestly nothing wrong with it. Like, when I think back on it, I'm like, there is absolutely zero wrong with that book. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's wonderful. All of the issues that I had with Graceling, which was like pacing issues and like just feeling like there was just extra things that I didn't need to know that were being told to me, I didn't feel that in Fire. I felt like it was such a well-rounded book. I loved the characters. Christa just really knows how to write some really good characters. The plot was interesting, and it just blew me away. The next one is name a book that taught you patience. And for this one, I'm gonna go with Six of Crows, because while it's a 5 out of 5 star read for me, I absolutely loved it. If it had been by someone else, or honestly there wasn't so much hype about it, or like the characters weren't as good, trying to get the build up to this story was really hard for me. Like, it took a while for me to read it. It was one of the chunkier books that I read, but not only one of the chunkiest books, but like also one of the most detailed books I've read this year. Like, it had so many details going on that it took forever to read. Alright, if the light keeps going, it's because the sun keeps moving, so apologies for the weird light changes in this video. The next one is name a book that taught you pain, and for that I'm gonna go with Crooked Kingdom, because who wasn't in pain after that book? I remember finishing it and just like laying there and like feeling kind of a little bit dead inside because it hurt so much. It was a painful ending for sure, and it still hurts to think about. The next question I'm gonna look at, because it's a long question, I don't want to not say it right, is name a book that you loved at the time of reading, but in hindsight you do not like as much anymore, but which you still learned some other quality from. And for that, I'm gonna go with The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one by Amanda Lovelace, because while I did really enjoy this, it's not going into like my favorites of the year, and I would probably, now looking back, lower my rating just a little bit. Poetry books are so hard to rate because some you can love overall, and then some you can learn certain things from, and other things don't relate to you, or whatever the case may be. As I look back on it, I don't know if it would be, oh my god, this is the most phenomenal thing I've ever read. You know what I mean? It's still good, and it still has a lot of messages about, like, self-love and, like, being a strong, independent person. And I love that. I love the messages that she preaches. Poetry is a hard thing to discuss because it's a highly individual thing. But I still would continue to read her content. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying that changed a little bit as time went on. Next question is, name a book that you're currently talking to, i.e. have the hots for, and that is The Poet by Elizabeth Acevedo. I loved it so much and relate to it so much, and just, if you haven't read it, read it, because it's a highly, I think, amazing read, and I think about it a lot. I think about it a lot. The cover's beautiful, and, like, not that this has anything to do with anything or quality of work, but, like, Elizabeth herself is another beautiful human being. Like, there's so much about, like, the book and the author and everything about it that is just beauty in itself. Question number 8 is, name a book that's gonna last. Book of You, the book that helped you love yourself a little bit more. And this was actually a really hard question to answer because I didn't read many books like that this year that taught me that, like, gave me that feeling. The book that I picked for this was More Than a Princess by E.D. Baker, because I really loved the body positivity in it, and it wasn't expected, and I think that's why I loved it even more, is how positive the main character was about her body. I really related with that. I'm a person who, I really relate to people who, like, really love their bodies, because, like, I really love my body, like, and, like, I totally also can completely understand, like, don't get me wrong, I do still have things that I'm self-conscious about, obviously, like, I think we all do, but, like, overall, I really love my body, and it was great to read from a protagonist who also just loved her body and didn't think anything was wrong with it. And I really related with that, and it kind of reminded me, like, you keep loving yourself because that's cool. And especially, like, it's been a weird past 6 months for me because I recently have started a new healthy lifestyle. I have lost a bit of weight, and it's been kind of a weird mental shift for me because it's hard being surrounded by people and them hearing that you changed your diet and you're losing weight, that they automatically think that, like, oh, wow, like, what are you trying to get to? What are you trying to get down to? Like, what are you trying to look like? And it's like, I'm not trying to look like anything. I, 6 months ago, was still perfectly fine with my body. I did what I did for health reasons, strictly and only, and it's been a weird feeling because I'm just loving myself looking a different way, but I loved myself before, so it's been an interesting experience. I can't think of anybody to tag in this, honestly. I'm terrible with tagging people. If you see it and you want to do it, please do it down below. I would love to see you do it. That's all I got. All of my social media links will be linked down in the description, along with the original creator. That's my dog in the background. He gets scared when the oven gets turned on. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I shall see you in the next one. Bye.